Hey guys, welcome to Flat Creek Outdoors. I'm Phil, and today I'm excited to put a new tool to the test. This is the Kobalt hedge trimmer. It's the 40-volt hedge trimmer. I think they have a couple different models of these battery-powered hedge trimmers, but I got the 40-volt because I already have the 40-volt pole saw, and I've showed that in previous videos, and it works really well. And this kit came with another battery and another charger, and I figured it would be nice to have a couple of the tools from the same family so that I can share batteries and all that. But I have a number of areas where I think this is going to be useful. One of them is right behind me along my fence line. I have briars and brush and all sorts of stuff that's just growing on the fence and encroaching on the property, and I've got one area just off camera down here where I have a kind of a narrow passage to go down the hill and over to my other side of the property down there, and there's a lot of stuff that's really growing in and encroaching over there. So I want to try to use this to cut that back. I've got some flowers that I want to cut back, and then we'll try this on some of the Christmas trees that we have growing on our property. So we've got a couple different things we're going to try today. Let's put it through the paces. Okay, well, let's just start off with a couple features of this thing. And for one, it is pretty compact. It's not very heavy. Of course, it gets heavier when it has the battery in it. I don't have the battery in it yet. I have that separate. But it is really easy to handle here. And one thing that I noticed right off the gate is that, you see that word there, rotate, we can turn this handle, which will make it really nice, I think, for when we want to move this up and down versus when we want to move this side to side. We can play around with that a little bit and see how that works. So the battery here just slides right in the little battery compartment. I've already charged it up. It took about an hour or so to go from, I think it has this little indicator right there. It had showed just one light, so I guess that's about 25% or so. It showed one light when I plugged it in. In about an hour, it got up to full power. How's this go in? Yeah, just like that, right? Yeah. It has this guard on it. Take that off. And then I know that it has a double trigger here. So there's a trigger here. We have to pull that, and we have to pull the trigger on the handle. A little bit of a delay between when you first click that and when it turns on. But that's probably a good thing. Okay, let's go put it to work. This fence line really needs to get cut back. The grass is really tall in here. I haven't come down here in a while, but I noticed way down there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a tree down way over there that we're gonna have to deal with. Like I said, I haven't been down here in a while, so I need to get that cleared out. But you can see here, there's like wild grape, there's briars, there's raspberries, there's small tree saplings. This cutter should be able to do up to 1-inch material. So let's see how it works on some of this stuff. All right, we can actually see fencing in here. I haven't been able to see fencing in a while. So you can see here, this was just all thorns and it was growing in pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna cut through all of this faster. Now I have no basis of comparison in doing this, but I was just expecting to like fly through this. But some of this thicker stuff, and you can see here, and there's stuff over here as thick as my thumb. Okay, most of this is 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch stuff, so it's not just trimming like little flimsy stuff. It is cutting through some thick branchy stuff, which is exactly what we needed to do. So everything is kind of working out. I have hundreds of feet of fence line to do, and we're really going to put this thing to the test. But I intentionally picked this spot here because I knew it had kind of some thicker, gnarly stuff. And down there, the stuff is a little bit less woody than this material here. But let's take it over to the flower patch and see how it does cutting through some flowers that are less woody than this. I'm sure it'll do great. And then we'll try it on the Christmas tree. So these are our cosmos. It's a wildflower that we grew for pick your own flowers. But I've got this netting in here, and I thought I would try to cut above the netting so the netting will be easier to remove. So we'll see what that looks like. Yeah, that's gonna work. I mean, that whole row, that's a 60-foot row of flowers. Did what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Easy peasy. Let's go try it on a tree, see what that looks like. Yeah, that'll work. So my first impressions on this tool are positive, very positive. Cut through everything that I asked of it so far. And obviously this is a homeowner slash consumer use kind of tool. And we're out here on a 43-acre farm and we have lots of stuff we can cut. So the long-term durability of this is unknown, but we're gonna test it and we're gonna work it and see how it does. Now the battery runtime, the package says should be about 50 minutes, and I have 2 batteries now. We can get a lot of work done if we're, you know, doing over an hour and a half worth of cutting. So we'll be interested to see how it works for our application, and I'll keep you guys posted on future videos of how this thing does for us. But in the meantime, I'm pretty pleased so far that it was able to cut everything that we wanted it to cut, and I'm really looking forward to getting that fence line cleaned up because it's a mess. All right, well, thanks for checking out the channel today. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you got any questions on this, or if you want a follow-up on this in the future, make sure you leave a comment and I'll give you an update on how this tool's doing as we put it through the paces in the next couple months here. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.